If you're a fan of rich, creamy desserts and that irresistible chocolate hazelnut flavor, you're gonna love what we're making today. These Nutella Swirl Popsicles take everything you love about a classic frozen treat and elevate it with smooth, velvety cream and beautiful ribbons of Nutella swirled throughout every bite. This isn't just a simple popsicle, it's a dessert experience. You get that silky, melt in your mouth base from the cream, milk, and a touch of sweetness, combined with those deep chocolatey Nutella streaks that freeze into perfectly marbled masterpiece. Every pop comes out looking unique, with those signature swirls that make them just as stunning as they are delicious. What makes this recipe even better is how easy it is to pull together. No complicated techniques, no special equipment beyond your popsicle molds, just a few simple ingredients and a little bit of swirling magic. It's the kind of recipe that feels indulgent and gourmet, but is totally doable right in your own kitchen. These are perfect for hot summer days, after dinner treats, or even as a fun make-ahead dessert when you've got guests coming over. And once you try them, you'll see why they're a guaranteed crowd pleaser. Creamy, chocolatey, and just the right balance of sweet and rich. So let's get started and turn a handful of simple ingredients into these beautiful, creamy Nutella Swirl Popsicles. Start by setting out your popsicle mold on a clean surface along with your popsicle sticks. Having everything ready to go makes the process smooth and prevents any delays once your mixture is prepared. Gather all your ingredients and measure everything out ahead of time. You'll need your milk, heavy cream, sweetened condensed milk, vanilla extract, and Nutella. Pre-measuring ensures consistent results and keeps the process efficient. In a large mixing bowl, combine the milk, heavy cream, sweetened condensed milk, and vanilla extract. Whisk everything together until the mixture is completely smooth and fully blended. You're looking for a creamy, slightly thick base with no separation. Carefully pour the creamy base into each popsicle mold cavity. Fill each one evenly, leaving just a small amount of space at the top to allow room for the Nutella and to prevent overflow. Add a small spoonful of Nutella into each filled mold. The Nutella should sit on top and slightly sink into the creamy base, creating the foundation for that signature swirl. Using a skewer or butter knife, gently swirl the Nutella through the cream mixture. Move slowly and lightly to create marbled pattern without fully mixing it in. The goal is to keep distinct ribbons of Nutella throughout each popsicle. Insert the popsicle sticks into each mold. Make sure they are centered and standing upright. This helps ensure an even, balanced popsicle once frozen. Transfer the filled molds into the freezer and place them on a flat, stable surface. Let them freeze undisturbed so the layers and swirls set properly. After several hours, once the popsicles are fully frozen solid, remove the mold from the freezer. The mixture should be firm all the way through with no soft spots remaining. Run the outside of the mold under warm water for a few seconds. This loosens the popsicles just enough to release them without melting the surface too much. Gently pull each popsicle out of the mold using the stick. They should slide out cleanly, revealing those beautiful Nutella swirls frozen inside. Arrange the popsicles on a plate or serving surface. At this stage, you'll really see the marbled effect, with each one having its own unique swirl pattern. If you're not serving them right away, place the popsicles into a freezer-safe bag or container. Keep them spaced so they don't stick together. Return the popsicles to the freezer for storage. This keeps them fresh and ready to enjoy anytime you want a creamy chocolate hazelnut treat. These Nutella Swirl Popsicles are all about balance, getting the perfect harmony between a smooth, creamy base and distinct ribbons of Nutella. that don't disappear into the mixture. When done right, every bite gives you both flavors instead of a fully blended chocolate popsicle. Creaminess matters. The combination of heavy cream and sweetened condensed milk is what gives these popsicles their rich, almost ice cream-like texture. If you substitute low-fat ingredients, the popsicles can turn icy instead of creamy. For best results, stick with full-fat dairy. Warming the Nutella. Slightly warming the Nutella is a small step that makes a huge difference. It should be soft and pourable, not hot. This helps it drizzle smoothly and swirl easily, rather than clumping or sinking too heavily in one spot. Freezing tips. Make sure your molds are sitting on a completely flat surface in the freezer. If they're tilted, the layers will shift and your popsicles won't freeze evenly. Also, avoid moving them during the first couple of hours so the swirl pattern stays intact. Easy release trick. If your popsicles aren't releasing easily, don't force them. A quick rinse under warm water is all you need. For stubborn molds, you can rotate them slightly under the water to loosen all sides evenly. Flavor variations. This recipe is a great base for customization. Add a pinch of salt for a salted Nutella version. Swirl in peanut butter for a chocolate peanut butter combo. Add crushed hazelnuts for texture. Mix in a little espresso powder to deepen the chocolate flavor. Storage tips for best quality. Store popsicles in an airtight freezer bag or container. If stacking, place parchment paper between the layers to prevent sticking. They'll keep well for up to 2 months, though they're usually gone much faster. Pro tip: for the cleanest, most professional look, fill all molds evenly and keep your swirl depth consistent across each one. This gives you that signature cooking with rod polished finish when you plate them. These popsicles are simple, but the small details, how you swirl, how you freeze, and how you handle the texture, are what take them from good to next level creamy and visually stunning. And just like that, you've turned a handful of simple ingredients into something rich, creamy, and seriously impressive. These Nutella Swirl Popsicles are one of those desserts that look like they came from a specialty shop. But you made them right at home, and that's what makes them even better. What really sets these apart is that perfect balance of smooth vanilla cream and those bold chocolate hazelnut swirls running through every bite. Each popsicle has its own unique pattern, its own character, and that's part of the fun. No two are exactly the same, but every single one delivers the same creamy, indulgent flavor. This kind of recipe you'll come back to again and again, especially when the weather heats up or when you just want something cold, sweet, and satisfying without a lot of effort. It's simple, it's reliable, and it's always a crowd pleaser. And once you've got this base down, you can start making it your own. Try different swirls, mix in new flavors, or build out your own signature popsicle lineup. That's how great recipes evolve, and that's how you make them yours. If you enjoy this one, there are plenty more coming your way, from fruity and refreshing to rich and dessert-style popsicles. We're building out a full lineup that covers every craving. Thanks for spending some time in the kitchen with me today. This is Cooking with Rod, and I'll see you in the next one.